A federal marijuana bill announced today could legalize marijuana oil that appears to ease symptoms of debilitating epilepsy or seizures. And this comes after dozens of families have already moved to Colorado seeking help for their children, including a family from Maine who was desperate to save their baby girl's life. Let's check the facts first. The Patrick family moved to Colorado Springs about 6 months ago so their almost 2-year-old daughter could have access to Charlotte's Web. It's an oil-based form of medical marijuana. Little Adeline was born with a brain malformation. Her mom says Charlotte's Web has changed their lives, and she wants to spread the word. Fox 1's Aisha Morales joins us now with more on Abby's story. Aisha?
Joe, the Patrick family says they tried everything they could to help Addie, but she still ended up in the hospital on a regular basis. Adeline was on the waiting list for Charlotte's Web here in Colorado, so as soon as they got that call, they made the big move. Addie's mom says since she's been taking this form of medical marijuana, little Addie is happier and gets better every day. This is the Patrick family in Maine before making the big move to Colorado Springs.
Girl.
Leaving everything they knew was not easy, but it had to be done.
She just wasn't there, just so heavily medicated and just out of it that she couldn't do anything. She was like a limp rag doll, just in really tough shape.
Things are much better now with little Adeline showing so many signs of growth. She's physically stronger and her cognitive skills improve every day.
Just having her laugh out loud. It's just wonderful. You know, you can't buy that.
At birth, Addie was diagnosed with optic nerve hypoplasia. She's legally blind, and even though she still gets daily seizures, her mom says Addie's intake of seizure medication has gone down.
It doesn't taste the best, so she's not going to be a huge fan.
Addie is taking Charlotte's Web 3 times a day.
It's majorly helping to control her seizure and vastly improve her quality of life.
It's an oil produced from marijuana. It's high in cannabidiol or CBD, but doesn't induce a psychoactive high typically found in recreational pot.
It's a complicated issue. It has to be grown organically, it has to be processed safely to make sure there's no residual solvents from the extraction process. So it's more complicated than just here's the plant, give it to your child.
Megan admits she was skeptical at first about giving Addie medical marijuana, but things are different now that she's seen progress in her daughter's health.
Researchers can't even legally research it here. As a parent, that makes my blood boil. I want information to make good decisions. We shouldn't be making decisions about laws and medicines without having good data to support those decisions.
Megan's husband Ken works while she stays home with Addie and her big brother Colin.
It's really helping her because she's smiling more.
Overall, the Patrick family is hoping for change.
My only problem with recreational users is that it colors the conversation differently for kids like Adeline. It makes it more difficult to get access. When people have that recreational picture in their mind, they are not understanding that this plant could have other purposes as well and other major implications for quality of life for other kids.
Now, going back to the federal legislation, it's called the Charlotte's Web Medical Hemp Act of 2014. It was introduced today by Representative Scott Perry from Pennsylvania. Now, if passed, the bill would allow oils like what Addie uses to be shipped across state lines. Also, it would possibly allow families who moved from Colorado to go back home. Now, as long as those states approve the use of the oil. Lauren.
All right, thanks, Aisha.